RVBN, The Rich Video Blog Network, home to weekly NFL predictions, great personality profiles, great professional wrestling video blogs, great sports video blogs, great MBTA video blogs, and tons more. Collection of my work goes back to June of 2014 on various social media websites. RVBN, the only video blog on the internet that matters. Time now is 8:33 in the evening, Berwick, Massachusetts. It's Wednesday, March 29th, 2017. It's clear out there, about 39 degrees. Going to be about 25 tonight. Tomorrow, close to 50. But Friday into Saturday on nor'easter. Not a big one, but some significant snow because nor'easter is going to be developing a little farther offshore, but depends where it goes. Winter storm watch in effect could be anywhere from 2 to 12 inches. Keep you posted on that. Some news to report on the RVBN Newswire. The UMass Minuteman basketball team announcer has a new head coach. It's Mike McCall. He signed a 5-year contract. Also, NBC Boston and NBC and the whole NBC group in Boston, Telemundo, NECN, and Comcast Sportsnet New England are moving into a facility in Needham, Massachusetts in 2019. So that will be good. Sad news to report in the world of college football. Long-time Division II head coach Ken Sparks passed away at the age of 73. Prayers to his family in this time of need. That's about it on the news from the RVBN Newswire. Be back in a flash with my third and final video blog subject of the night. Coming tomorrow on RVBN, 3 more video blogs for your pleasure and entertainment. First video blog will be about the top candidates for Goaltender of the Year in the NHL, the Vezina Award. Second video blog of the day will be my take on the class of 2017 WWE Hall of Fame. And the third and final video blog of the night will be about Fresh Pond in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Tell you about the history of it and some things you cannot do on there, which if you do, you get arrested. And more good stuff coming in April. April 1st is coming, but there'll be no video blogs about April Fool's jokes because I don't want to get in serious trouble for this. Coming back right now. I'm back. My third and final video blog subject of the night is about the WWE MSG House Show card review from the world's most famous arena in Madison Square Garden on December 26, 1987. The main event was for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. It was the Honky Tonk Man, the champion, facing off against Macho Man Randy Savage. Ooh yeah, dig it. Plus other exciting matches. It was called on the MSG Network by Gorilla Monsoon and Lord Alfred Hayes and Bobby the Brain Heenan for some matches. And here's what happened on the card. The first match was Iron Mike Sharp facing off against Special Delivery Jones or SD Jones. This was basically a jobber match, back and forth, ending had Iron Mike Sharp hit SD Jones with his arm protection, which was loaded. Well run by Iron Mike Sharp in this era because it was basically a television jobber. The next match was the fabulous Rougeau brothers, Jacques and Raymond, facing off against the Conquistadors, the original Conquistadors, Jose Estrada and Jose Luis Rivera, who were 2 preliminary wrestlers, so they put them under hoods. They called them the Conquistadors. It was a 12-minute match. Jacques pinned Conquistador number 1. The next match was Sika, the Wild Samoan, facing off against Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Oh, USA, USA, USA. Competitive match back and forth, ending at Hacksaw Jim Duggan delivered the clothesline to seek after the 3-point stance. The next match was for the WWE Women's Championship. It was Rockin' Robin, the challenger, facing off against Sensational Sherry. And this was a decent women's title match, ending her Rockin' Robin tried to go up off the top rope, but Sherry blocked it with her legs, and the momentum got Rockin' Robin out, and Sherry covered a 1, 2, 3 to retain the WWE Women's Championship. The next match, it was Brutus the Barber Beefcake facing off against Greg the Hammer Valentine with Jimmy Hart in his corner. They were reunited because they broke up the new Dream Team. I didn't like that Dream Team. With Dino Bravo and Greg Valentine, they did not get along at all. And this match was kind of a decent match. Ending had Brutus Barber Beefcake fight Greg Valentine outside the ring. Valentine goes back in the ring, and Beefcake, tripped by Jimmy Hart, gets counted out. But afterwards, Beefcake grabs his scissors and tries to cut Greg Valentine's hair, and they can chase him back to the backstage area. The next match was Ravishing with Rude, with Bobby the Brain Heenan in his corner, facing off against Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And this was a very, very exciting match, competitive match. It went the full 20 minutes until it expired, and then Ricky Steamboat wanted 5 more minutes with Ravishing Rick Rude, but Bobby the Brain Heenan said no. And unfortunately, this was Ricky Steamboat's last match at Madison Square Garden for 3.5 years. He would return, but he was just a fire-breathing dragon. He didn't even acknowledge he was Ricky Steamboat in 1991 in the WWE. But we're not going to get ahead of ourselves. That's going to come later on. The next match was Coco Beware with Frankie. Do the bird, do the bird, 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 do the bird, do the bird, bird, bird. He came out to Pile Driver during that time period. The Bird, Bird, Bird was in 1990 or so. Facing off against Canadian Strongest Man, Dino Bravo, with his new manager, Fritzy Martin, who was a preliminary wrestler for the WWE. He did jobs. And this match was about 4 minutes. Dino Bravo wins with a side suplex. The next match was a tag team match. It was the Islanders, Haku and Tama, with Bobby the Brain Heenan facing off against the Killer Bees, B. Brian Blair, and Jumping Jim Brunzell. And this was a decent tag team match. Ending had Tama come up the middle rope to Jumping Jim Brunzell, headbutts him, and then Haku covers him for the 1, 2, 3 exciting match. They're jobbing out the Killer Bees at this point. I heard something. They refused to turn heel. And that's why the WWE just jobbed them out. The next match was a midget match. It was Cowboy Lane and Chris Doobie facing off against Little Tokyo and Lord Littlebrook. And this was only a 4-minute match, but midgets have comedy stuff in them, which is real funny. They don't have the midgets anymore, though, on WWE television. Ending had a sunset flip by Cowboy Lane on Lord Littlebrook, and it's the 1, 2, 3. And then the main event was for the Intercontinental Championship. It was the Honky Tonk Man, the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time, facing off against the challenger of Macho Man Randy Savage with Miss Elizabeth. But there was a special stipulation. Jimmy Hart was locked 15 foot high above the ring in a steel cage. That's what this, like putting the manager in the cage, that was shades of Jim Crockett Promotions, the NWA, when they would either throw Jim Cornette or J.J. Dillon in the cage and put them 15 feet up in the air so they wouldn't interfere in the match. And this match was, but Honky Tonk Man had Peggy Sue in his corner. Peggy Sue was played by Sensational Sherry. She put on a blonde wig and had sunglasses. This was a big match. It was about 9 minutes, back and forth, back and forth. It was, very competitive. Ending had Honky Tonk Man shove the referee into Randy Savage. You don't touch any official in the WWE, period, because if you do, it's an automatic disqualification. Honky Tonk Man gets himself disqualified. Randy Savage wins the match, but he's not the Intercontinental title because the titles don't change hands on a disqualification or counter or a time limit draw. The only way you win a title in the WWE or anywhere, you pinfall, submission, or if somebody throws in the towel for you. And this Madison Square Garden house show card was pretty good. Give it a B+. Be back tomorrow, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. And keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Wedding Guy. Molly was blood of WCC. All rocks and has nice life. Elizabeth Hot so stunning. She's the best. Amy Squeezy's awesome. Amy. Then Church of WPX. Channel Love New York. Such a like Cougars. Got the best legs in New York City by none. Bobby Gibbs of ABC 11 has sweet southern accents. Best legs in Raleigh, North Carolina. And Lisa Bell of New Sex Rocks. She has the fourth best legs in Orlando, Florida. It was mentioned on Lisa Bell's Facebook chat tonight. She's awesome. Bye now.